What you're watching is one of the most elegant and astonishing surgical procedures there is, a laser-assisted refractive lens exchange. It's being performed by pioneering surgeon Dr. Sheldon Herzig at the Herzig Eye Institute in downtown Toronto.
There are so many things that set Sheldon Herzig apart from the rest. He's got something really special. He is the most compassionate, competent physician, surgeon I have ever come across, ever, bar none.
The procedure marks almost 25 years to the day that the Herzig Eye Institute was born.
It's hard to believe that it's gone by so quickly, like everything in life. But it's been an amazing experience to restore people's vision. I can't imagine doing anything else in life.
It's such a rewarding feeling. There's probably not a whole lot of things that are more satisfying than knowing that what you do makes a material impact on the way people feel, the way they function, and their overall quality of life.
Over the course of the last 25 years, the Herzig Eye Institute has set the bar for laser vision correction in Canada.
We, from the very beginning, determined that we had some core values that we would never compromise on. And one of those values was that we would always have our clinical decisions drive our business decisions. And that's a really important piece to get about who we are.
That philosophy has attracted some of the world's best surgeons and gives them the tools they need to achieve the best outcomes.
And what the team at Herzig originally came up with, their vision of how they wanted to treat patients and how they wanted to bring in the latest technology and really deliver on the best outcomes, having gone on for a couple of decades and a half, it's an amazing feat.
Over the years, the Institute has become legendary in medical circles. The bench strength of its surgeons is unrivaled, but it's the partnership between Tabb and Dr. Sheldon Herzig that laid the groundwork. And like so many great partnerships, it started with a chance meeting in 1994.
Cherry came up from the U.S. To help me train some U.S. doctors in the newly burgeoning business of laser vision correction. And she would come up every couple of weeks with the doctors and patients. We'd have dinners together, and I just remember not wanting the evenings to end.
Cherry remembers seeing something special in Dr. Herzig as well.
He was a pioneer, still is, and he's one of the few pioneers in refractive and cataract surgery that has been able to apply that cumulative knowledge.
Some doctors don't like to change the way they practice, and some people like to jump in when they see the benefits right away. And I guess I'm a jumper.
That mutual respect laid the foundation for a vision that Cherry and Dr. Herzig pursued relentlessly to become Canada's premier laser vision correction center.
Our mission at the Herzig Eye Institute was, is, and I believe always will be, to combine the very best surgical skill with the most advanced, proven technology in a safe and satisfying, customer service-oriented environment to give them their very best possible vision. Those things are inextricably linked, and they really represent, I think, the DNA of this entire company.
I've always looked for the next best thing. I was never satisfied with the technology or surgical procedure that I was doing. Always looking for something that would be a little better for our patients, whether it was the technology or the process.
So in 1996, they decided to form the Herzig Eye Institute, and they needed a location that would set them apart.
I believe things happen for a reason, and people come into your life at the time that they're supposed to. And Mark Tanz, father of Russell and Bernie Tanz, was on the list of people that I had to meet when I came to Toronto.
Mark's son Bernie remembers the first impression she made.
My dad met with Cherry Tabb I remember my dad saying, I've met many different business opportunities, but I've never met anyone as dynamic as this Cherry Tabb. I said, okay.
Bernie and his brother Russell were skeptical at first.
My office was at the Colonnade, and the Colonnade was a classic building in Toronto on Bloor Street. And I said, well, what are you talking about? We're Chanel, Hermes, Prada, Herzig. That doesn't seem like it fits in here. He goes, well, it's an eye surgery business. They do laser eye surgery. And 25 years ago, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, laser eye surgery, what is that?
Cherry Tabb would not be dissuaded.
He said, and bring your business plan. Well, I didn't have a business plan, but I'll tell you, I had one the next day.
So they really had nothing but Shelley's reputation as a great surgeon and chutzpah by this woman from Texas, really. You know, she had this sort of, you gotta trust me, I'm gonna make this work, and so we did.
With an iconic location now secured, Cherry brought her business acumen to bear, using her first laser vision correction procedure to inform the entire customer experience.
Having had my own laser vision correction over 9 years ago, I know firsthand just how much it can change your life.
That marketing idea quickly struck a chord with people across the country, driving business.
When it comes to your eyes, never lower your standards.
I think they themselves put themselves on the map. I mean, we began seeing traffic come into the Colonnade, and we just said, like, are they here to shop Chanel? No, they're here to get their eyes fixed. I mean, half the cities had their eyes done by Herzig.
We call this high definition vision, and it's exclusively available at the Herzig Eye Institute.
Meanwhile, what started out as a professional relationship would later become personal. In 1998, Cherry and Sheldon married, and in 2000, they had a daughter. Today, they share not only a business, but a life.
When we got together, we both had, areas of expertise and areas of strength that were complementary. We often say each of us have separate hills. He's the king of his hill, I'm the queen of my hill. We just sort of dance. We just do this dance together, and it's effortless, really. It really is effortless.
We each have our own domain. I'm the surgeon, I look after the patients. Cherry is fantastic at running the business, creating the good brand that we have, and it's just worked beautifully. I think our relationship has intensified. Obviously, relationships change over many years, but the respect we have for each other, the love we have for each other, that's just increased.
After 2 decades as the preeminent laser vision correction center in Toronto, Cherry and Dr. Herzig began to look to the future.
For us to expand, it wasn't just about a geographic or demographic situation. It was really because we found the right people. It was the right time. Our expansion to Ottawa was because we found the right person in Dr. Kashif Beg to partner with, and the surgeons that were involved there, and as they came on, it opened up a whole new opportunity for us.
The Ottawa location opened in 2020.
We met with Dr. Beg about a couple of years before we actually opened the Institute here in Ottawa, and we were very impressed with the kind of person he was. His reputation as a surgeon was outstanding. Our philosophies were exactly the same, and that was patient comes first. We saw a need in Ottawa for a facility like we had in Toronto, doing top-notch laser vision correction. There was an opening, we had to find the right person, and he walked right in. And it's been a perfect match since.
You had me at clinical decisions guide or business decision. It's so true. That's what kept on resonating in my mind. So yeah, it's a great partnership. I'm so super happy to be in it. I'm super privileged as well, learning lots from Dr. Herzig, and we're really trying to give the best to our patients here in Ottawa.
both clinics continue to grow and thrive. And 25 years after it began, it's a remarkable story of how two people who met serendipitously have not only built a business together, but a family.
It's been a wonderful ride because, and it's not something that I could have done by myself or Dr. Herzig could have done by himself alone. We have people that have been with us this entire time. And that's very rare to have a startup and then have people like Wendy Talenko, have people like Alan Lepik, who have really been there through and through everything that we've been through. It's bigger than us now. It's bigger than the two of us. And to see the transfer of our values and our vision and the competencies that we started out with, to see that sort of being expressed by others and seeing their enthusiasm and how they've caught that vision, that is so gratifying. I mean, it's humbling, and it really just reinforces to me that it's been an amazing ride.
Everybody wants to have a legacy they leave behind. It's nice to know that there will be, we've already hired younger surgeons, and they're going to carry on running the Herzig Eye Institute, and it's going to be beyond my time. And knowing that after I'm gone, there will be a Herzig Eye Institute with hopefully the same standard of care, that's exciting. I love that.